Hello, 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 anybody. How are you? Do you hear us well?
Hello, guys.
Yes. Is the sound all right? We need to check it before we go started. Yes. Okay. We are very, very happy to welcome you on our live webinar dedicated to Combin new version release. Welcome to our webinar, and I would like to tell you a few words about myself. Probably some of you remember me, so greetings to these people. My name is Anne. I'm 23 years old and I work on Combin marketing team. I'm all into webinars and today I'm excited to be hosting the webinar for you. But today I'm not alone. Today with me is Max. It is a representative of Combin development team. So Max, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yes, of course. Hello, guys. I'm Max and I'm a senior programmer in Combin, and I have been working on user interfaces in Combin for almost 2 years already. So I'm very glad to be here with you.
Yeah, okay. So Max, did you see in the chat the users had some issue with 1.9 or 2.0 version? So could you please clarify the issue for us?
Yes, of course. Yesterday we decided to raise up our major version because we have a huge amount of changes and features in the upcoming version. So we have decided to raise up this version. So now you have 1.9 version, beta version, and the release version will be 2.0.
Yes. So actually today we're speaking about 1.9 version, but the release will be 2.0. Okay. Guys, one thing before we go down to the best part of our online session today, the presentation of new features, I want to tell you one more about beta version. As you already know, beta version of Combin 2.0 is available for you, so you can download it using the links below. Or if you want to be a tester and always get access to new features before their official release, just enable the option Install Beta Version in your general preferences. So go to Tool, Preferences, then General, and enable this option. The app will always inform you when a new beta is available. And thank you in advance for your feedback, because why we just release beta version? In order to hear the feedback, in order to improve the version, in order to fix the bugs, and so on. So thank you very much in advance. And now, tell me guys, are you ready for our new webinar, for our new workshop on new version? Let me know in the comments. It would be nice to put the option of interacting with men or only women, separating by gender would be a great advance. Oh, I think you would be very happy by the end of the webinar. I promise. So Max, let's go started.
Yes, let's go.
So the first thing I would like to tell you about is absolutely new interface of the app. First, it is account and community information redesign. As you may see now on the slide, the following and followers count moved to the profile tab. It takes place next to the post count under the username and user pic, just like on Instagram. We thought it would look more familiar if it looks like on Instagram, doesn't it? So the second thing I would like to tell you now is, again, about interface, but now it is users list relocation. Combin user lists were earlier located on the upper panel, but now they are moved from the upper panel to the left side one. And the last thing about the interface is action buttons change. Buttons for initiation of liking, commenting, following, unfollowing, adding, removing users from black or safe lists previously were gray, small, and they were located at the top right corner of the users and search tabs windows. But now it's hard for them to be left unnoticed. They're bigger, they're brighter, they're rounder, they're stronger, and all at the bottom of the window, as well as the select all button. Okay, the next thing. Now you can filter on your own publications. A new filter implemented in YouVersion is the filter of your own publications. Thus, You can sort your posts either by number of likes or comments, and the filter helps you to understand what kind of content generates the most engagement on your profile page. You can see the most and least liked commented and oldest newest first, and also change the post order of appearance. You can make it ascending or descending order. Analyzing the results, you can see what worked the best and dramatically improve your marketing strategy. A little bit similar with statistics, but still different. The next one is followings ratio. So what is it? Any guesses? Any ideas? What is followers ratio? What do you think?
You have a description on the...
Yes, I have. Yes, I have a description, but I hope the people will give their own ideas. So somebody is writing now, the ratio between followers and following persons. Yes, and what do you think? Why do we need this number? Please don't look on the screen. Quality. Yeah. Any more ideas? Screen too blurry to read. Haha. That's on purpose. Okay, so somebody wrote quality, and actually that's right. So this followings ratio helps you to understand the quality of your account. So let's a little bit get into details here. The difference between the number of your followers and followings is called the followings ratio. It is a metric that some users use to judge the quality of your account. Those with low followers ratio are typically low quality accounts that you can see now on the screens, like spammers, suspicious accounts, or something like that. And people who have the number like 2, 3, 4, 5 of this ratio are considered to be micro-influencers or just big influencers. For more detailed info, you can go to workmacro.com and read about that in a whole article. So, Max, would you like to add something to this?
Yes, of course. You will see this ratio in Combin only if you have followers count more than 1,000. It's useful because if you have, for example, 2 followings and 70 followers, you will have 35 ratio, and
Yes.
you will be a great influencer in this case. That's not true.
Yes.
So yeah.
So you see this FF ratio, let it be shorter, followings is too long. So FF ratio will be available only for those who have more than 1,000 followers on Insta. Because this will be logic. If you have, one more time I repeat, only 2 followings and about 70 followers. So if we divide this number, your followers on your followings, you get 35. It means that you are an incredible influencer, but that's actually not true. So the FF ratio is good only for those who have more than 1,000 followers. Keep it in mind. One more time, I'll show you where to find this number. So it is in your profile tab next to followings, followers, and publication number. Okay. Any questions on FF ratio? Right now I have 100 follower and I see the FF. What's the matter?
Well, this ratio is not useful for you if you have only 100 followers. So you can...
you can see it, yes. You can see the number, but...
You can calculate it actually by yourself, but still it's not very useful for low counts.
Yes. So it matters only when you have more than 1,000 followers. Okay. I have 155 as FF ratio. What is the number of your followers?
Yeah. Oh, that's actually really great.
That's great, but it's still not 1,000. With 0 following. It's impossible to divide by 0. Do you remember the math? How often is FF number updated?
It will be usually update after changes of followings and followers count.
Okay, guys, please keep your questions to the end of the webinar. We'll have a great Q&A session. Now, let's go further. Let's proceed. And the next feature that is absolutely new for new version is fast search feature. So what does it actually imply? If you enable this feature, you will not be able to add any of the advanced filters and gender and language filter that we are going to tell you about it a little bit later. Combin machine learning analysis won't also work, and all the spam accounts, celebrities, bots will not be sorted out. But the advantage of fast search is that the results will be generated pretty quickly. And it's up for you to decide either to enable the feature or not. But I would personally recommend you not to cut corners on time, but on care of your daily and hourly Instagram limits and Combin action limits if it is a starter plan. So just keep it in mind.
Yes, I want to add something. We used to update every search result, for example, user, recently, but now you can turn off this option and get the full list of search results much faster. But there are some limitations for this usage because you will not get some critical information, for example, followers count, following count. So if you need this, all these properties of user, so you need to disable this option.
Okay, and now we get to our advanced filters and analysis. We received a surprisingly large number of requests to implement the possibility to set the amounts of likes, comments, followers, followings on search initiation. The feature looked so promising and helpful that we decided to finally introduce it. Actually, it reduces the amount of time spent on additional menu and search results filtering so that Combin users may only see profiles and posts that pass unique user threshold. Some of you want to exclusively get search results that have, for example, at least 100 likes. Some want to set bar on the followings ratio for accounts they search to ensure that they are likely to get a follow back or something like that. So the 2.0 version allows adjusting such filters within new search settings. Like you can see here on the screens, it's a search by post. So you can search, you can set like count, comments count found on the post, also followers and followings. And in search by users, you can do the same actually, followers and followings count. And you can do it not only when you initiate a search, but also in your followers and followings when you sort them. And at the end of the search, so when you see the results, if you, for example, forgot about that feature at the beginning of when you were setting the task, when you were setting the search, if you forgot about that, you can always sort the results out at the end of the search when the search would be over. Okay, and here we go. Gender filter. Gender filter is one of the highlights of the upcoming release, isn't it, Max?
Yes, of course.
It's crucial for some businesses like nail salons and main fashion brands to target users of specific gender. Our machine learning specialists trained on algorithms to determine male and female genders or found accounts on the basis of holders, wording in bio or post captions. We considered facial recognition technique for the task, but it took a lot of resources without giving solid results. Yeah. And now we are ready to tell you that gender filter works based on options and text analysis because it turned out to be the most productive thing. Unfortunately, it doesn't guarantee 100% accuracy, but I think Max will tell you better about that than me.
Yes, we just wanted to implement this classification in our application and watch how it works in real life. So now I think we have something like 70% accuracy. So that it is not that bad, but it's not so accurate. And we, of course, will improve this filter in next releases.
Yeah. Also, this feature, the gender filter, will be available within new search settings, so at the beginning, within search results, and for current user followings. Only followings, remember that. Okay, the next one is language filter. Also, it is another absolute innovation for Combin Ad. It is set when organizing a new search either by posts or by users. You have 37 languages, and at the beginning they are chosen by default, but you can select as many as you wish. So how Combin actually understands what language the owner of the post of the profile speaks? The thing is that Combin, on the basis of machine learning enhanced algorithm, takes the language that was used the most in bio, comments, captions, etc. So, for example, if you are from Poland, but all the captions and bio you write in English, Combin will detect you as an American or an Englishman. The same with other people. So don't get surprised when you see someone in the results with Spanish nickname like Pablo or something like that, with the language detected as English. Combin tries to do it best actually. The 2.0 version allows adjusting such filters within new search settings, search results, and current user followings. The same. Do you have something to add, Max?
Well, this classification works much better than gender classification, I must say. So actually, I have nothing to add.
Okay, so then let's proceed. Another one feature that is long awaited. It is search by bio. Instagram recently launched the ability to add clickable text in your bio. I think you know it. This could be really useful if you're managing more than one account for your brand and if you're running a branded hashtag campaign. And we know how long you've been waiting our team to implement search by bio. For some of you, it could be crucial to be able to search by some keywords that the users usually place in their bio. For example, if you are a running shop or a supplier of healthy food or sport nutrition, you can search by words like fitness obsessed or something like yoga, Pilates, sweat feed, workout videos, flight beat, personal training, etc. It's a surefire way to find the audience that will be 100% interested in your account. So it's a surefire way to find the audience that you really want to get, your target audience. 2.0 provides you with this support feature, and in order to test it, go to search by users and choose search by bio from the list. And enjoy the results.
Yes, we have only one limitation for this search because we use just pure Instagram search, which can give us only 100 results. That's the limitation of this search.
Yeah, keep it in mind. Only 100 result is the limit for this search. Let's go further. New filters on your followings. You can now hide scheduled to unfollow and hide followed through Combin. So this is a brand new filter and hide scheduled to unfollow and hide follow through Combin. The filters are meant to help you save time and action limits while interacting. And now I'd like to share with you a little life hack. So the filter allows you to hide follow through Combin. And what if you need to show follow through Combin, for example? Just yesterday or a couple of days ago, I received an email where a girl asked me, how can I do this? How can I see only those people followed through Combin? Unfortunately, there is no such a filter show only people followed through Combin. But there is a complete opposite filter, hide follow through Combin. If you enable this option, Combin hides all of the users you followed through the app. After that, you need to select all the users left and add them to saved list. Now, they cannot be unfollowed. Then, disable hide follow through Combin and select all and click unfollow. Then Combin will unfollow only those who followed through the app because the rest of your followings will be in saved list. Hope it helps you. Let's go. Another filter is filter on photo and video posts. New search New search filters for hiding all video or all photo posts from search results have also been added by popular demand. Now it's easy to interact only with video content or with photo content, and it's especially important, I think, for commenting feature, because the comments like nice peak or what I showed under video posts look a little bit foolish and suspicious, don't they? So note that the feature is only available when you search by posts. On the next slide, you will see the results. I enabled hide videos filter, and what we got here, only videos. Okay. The next innovation is long tap on action initiation button. So Max, would you like to tell us about that?
Yes, of course. So the general idea of this feature was to give an option to interact somehow with users through the photos in the search. So we got some inspiration from some mobile apps where you can see something like force touch on iPhones and long taps somewhere else. So you can use these things in Combin in new version. Hope you enjoy this.
Okay, I would like to add a pair of words. In all our previous versions, you could interact only with one last post found by search by post. But new version allows you to interact with the author of the post as well. So you see on the screen now, you can like posts, or you can like only one particular post of users that you see on the screen now, for example. So our developers introduced the long press or long tap to increase the flexibility of Combin interface. Now, if you long tap on the button, you can interact with n number of posts of selected users. This n number can be specified in tools, preferences, activities, like last. And you can choose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Remember that this option is also available only by search by posts. Okay, let's go. Search progress indicator was introduced in new version. I'm sure you returned to one of your dozen searches to schedule action task only to find the results still generating. And it was annoying a little bit, isn't it? So good news that there are no such scenarios after the 2.0 version release. The amount of loaded results is made to be visible without the need to actually click on the search. Exact numbers are here to save you time. Enjoy! The next innovation is that you can get more detailed info on users. When you move the mouse over the icon of the user, it can be both your following and followers, you'll see some info available: gender, language, a part of bio of the user. The same about search results. So speaking about search by hashtags, you'll see a username, part of bio, number of followers, and caption to that particular post, if there is any caption actually. And if it is searched by users, you can see username, bio, gender, and most used language. All of these facts, we are sure, they will help you to learn more about people you're going to interact with. And probably they will help you to filter out the accounts that you are not going to speak to. Okay, statistics. What can you tell us about statistics, Max?
So, of course, we know we have some miscalculations in statistics. So, but most of them will be fixed in upcoming version, and we are still investigating the causes of another problems. So, I hope we will fix it in the next releases as well.
Yes, but the number in the new 2.0 version will be more accurate, that's for sure.
Yes, of course.
In-app proxy setup. So in order to safely manage up to 15 accounts with Combin, it's recommended to use proxies to emulate the connection from different places. The best option for this purpose is of course getting proxy. So now we have in-app proxy setup. You can find it if you go to tools, then preferences, and proxy will be here just at the separate tab. So anything to add, Max, about proxy?
Well, actually, proxies are very useful for countries like China, where you can't use Instagram because of the block. So, I think proxies are very useful for these cases.
And what about you? Do you use proxies?
If I need to manage more than maybe 7 accounts, I think I will use proxies because it's useful to hide some connection information from Instagram, because Instagram looks for your IP addresses. So that's useful in this case.
Yeah, okay. More detailed information on proxy and our recommendation what proxy to choose you can find on our website in the help section. Let's go. The next one is the possibility to export Instagram followers. And not only followers, but also followings, blacklisted, safe-listed users, and so on. We believe that exporting Instagram followers and followings and so on shouldn't involve carpal tunnel from endless scrolling and copying. That is why we made it possible to download a list of your followers, followings, and so on anytime you wish. This option is meant to help you back up the list in case something happens with your account, and use this list for some data analysis and competitive insight. So let me show you now how you do it with new Combin version. You go to your followers, right click on some of the users, and you can export all or export only filtered. So we hope the option will be useful. The next thing is adding shortcuts. So tell me, guys, before we tell you about the shortcuts, do you personally use shortcuts? Not in Combin, maybe just while working with your computer or laptop? Always. Yes. So I think it was a great innovation then.
Yeah.
So could you please tell us more about shortcuts? Where could we find them?
We have implemented some shortcuts in search, for example. You can use some specific shortcuts for like, comment, follow, unfollow. You can find the full list of the shortcuts on our website in help section. I hope you can do it right now. Anyway, in the next version, the list will be implemented in the Combin, so it will be easier to find them.
Yeah, we hope you will enjoy it and it will save your time, because I know that with keyboard shortcuts, mouse navigation is not necessary. So say if it takes from 2 to 3 seconds to move the mouse to a precise location on the screen, it may take only 1 second for the keyboard shortcut. This ultimately saves precious time between actions, and in the end, it adds up to some larger amount of time saved. Okay. And the last but not the least feature that would be introduced in new version, it is webinar pop-up notification. So back in December, we started to stream live webinars. Until now, we still couldn't find a way to reach out to all of our users and inform them about upcoming webinars, unfortunately. We posted an ad on our website, sent email invitations, but still on every single webinar, some of the attendees turned out to be there for the first time. So what about you guys? What webinar it is? Is it your first webinar, second, third? Have you ever heard about our webinars? First, but I missed the last two. First time here, first. Oh, everybody here is for the first time. Come on. First day. Oh my God. Some people, I understand why it happens so. Just some people don't often visit our our website, and some of you maybe don't check the email, or some of our emails maybe got to spam folder. The reasons can be different. And finally, we found a possibility to inform every single of you on the upcoming webinar. A new version applies a special pop-up window that is located in the bottom left corner of Combin app. Now you will always stay up to date and won't miss any single workshop. A special thanks to developers from the bottom of my heart for this long-awaited feature. Thank you.
You're welcome always.
Okay. And speaking about webinars, I already hosted several meetings dedicated to Combin app and its main features, webinar dedicated to effective hashtag strategy, and Combin Q&A session where attendees had a wonderful opportunity to ask not only me anything they wanted to know, but also a representative of our development team. It was Ted. Max is here for the first time too.
Yeah.
We had a great discussion, so next time, don't be shy to join us. The next Q&A session will be on the 4th of April. So the link to the registration page you will find on Combin official website, I think a few days, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after tomorrow. And I hope when the new version will be released, you'll see a notification. So don't forget, April the 4th. And the replay of all the webinars I just told you about, you can always watch on our official YouTube channel. Now, at the top of your screen, you can see the link. So if you click here, you will subscribe to Combin YouTube channel. I'm sure you will find there a lot of useful information on Combin. And my last webinar was dedicated to tips, tricks, and recommendations for faster Instagram promotion with Combin. I told there about different things, different features, options of Combin that you saw, but probably didn't know how to use right, or you just didn't use it at all. So I strongly recommend you to watch it for faster Instagram promotion. Don't forget about our webinar on the 4th of April. And let's get down to our Q&A. Now you can ask us any question. We will try to answer it.
Can I answer one question?
Okay, which one?
This question was about yes, unfollowing from the search. So for now you can't do it, unfortunately. But of course we will implement this feature in the future. It is already in our short list. So
this one, yeah?
Yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So
okay, let's go with shortcuts. Does it currently let me give us a minute, please. With shortcuts, does it currently auto-select the input box so we don't have to click the input box to add the keywords we want to search for example? Could you answer this question, Max?
I didn't quite understand the question. So with shortcuts, you can use on Windows, for example, you can use Control-A for select all search results and Control-Shift-A to unselect all results. Same for user lists.
Okay, let us know if we answered your question.
Yeah.
Any chance to get a personal edition with 2 users?
Well, for now, there is no some kind of option. Sorry about it.
But is it possible actually in the future to implement this feature?
Well, yes, of course. We will think about something like that, for sure.
Okay. Is there any possibility to see old webinars? Yes, the link to Combin YouTube channel you can find at the top of your screen. So go to YouTube and watch it. If you have any questions on webinars or just on Combin, you can always write to our support team or directly to my email. Okay, the next question. When will you enable annual payments? What can you tell us about that?
Well, actually, I can't answer this question because I'm not
You are not in office for this question.
Yeah, you can say.
But is the work going on?
Well, as I know, this feature in our shortlist too, but I don't know, is it in progress or no?
Okay, so when do you implement direct messages?
This is the most common question. Well, actually, I don't know for now because we are using browser version of Instagram in our application, which doesn't support direct messages. So, of course, we really want to implement this as fast as we can, but now it's not really easy to do. So we are waiting for Instagram to implement this in browser version.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Max. Maybe I got here late and I'm new to Combin. Welcome to our Combin world. Are we able to schedule posts with the days and weeks in advance? So I think we're speaking today about scheduler.
Yeah. Yes, guys. So from the next day, I will start developing of scheduler. So I think we will have something like beta version in a few next months. I hope.
Yeah, so it will be possible to schedule posts. Actually, I'm also waiting for that very much. Long awaited feature.
Yeah.
Can we have this presentation as PDF? Okay, you can. If you write me on my email, please, I will send it a little bit later. Wait, in the chatbot. When I search for a user and want to like and comment the last post, is it possible to see the last posts of every user?
Well, we have some feature which will come in the next release. So it will be 2.1, where you can see the preview of the user. So you can see the preview of the photo now, and in this preview you can open the user preview and see the last posts of the user. That's how you can see these posts.
Okay. Somebody still can't download Combin version 2.0. So maybe you have some problems with what? Operation system?
I think you can download this version because the links was for version 1.9, which is actually 2.0.
Yes, if the problem is that you are downloading the version, it is 1.9, it is the same as 2.0. Because just yesterday we decided to raise it up to 2.0 because of so many new features introduced. We thought that it should be a great release. Not 1.9, but 2.0, a really big one. Okay. When will we be able to adjust our notification settings, such as disable all or bundle all? Actually, I saw that question on YouTube. It was you who wrote it. So, what can you tell us, Max?
Well, we have some kind of feature requests in our lists, so we will implement it in some of the next releases. Maybe we will do something like notification section in the main menu. So.
Okay. Yeah, it is a great innovation that to the notification was added an ability to see the information about the webinars. So this section, notification section, started to develop. So I think in future releases it will be possible to disable all or bundle all, because now our developers as far as I'm concerned, of course, try to pay attention more on searches, filters, results, but not on these notification settings. Very soon, I hope they will pay great attention to this. So just wait. Do you have plans to create an app to run Combin on an iPad or mobile version, so to speak?
Actually, some test version of Combin from iPhones for iOS actually are in progress, in development stage. So we're testing our APIs and something like that on the mobile phones, especially on iOS. So let's wait and see.
Yes, but I also can say from my perspective that the work on this is really going on, because when I only started the webinars back in December, it was the most popular question, and to that time, really we couldn't just even imagine what it should be. A mobile version of Combin, how would it look like? But now I see that the work is already in progress, and that our developers try to construct Combin for mobile version. We have, of course, some obstacles with that, but still the work has started, and I believe in future we will have this mobile version for Combin and for iPad and Android and iPhone, anything. Okay. Any plans to change credit card payment to PayPal?
As I know, we want to implement PayPal too, because now we have only Stripe payments, as I know. So, as I know, the work is in progress.
Okay. Can we download the new version? Yes, you can download not new version, but beta version that is now in testing. You can find the link at the beginning of the chat, but if you wait a little bit, I will copy it for you one more time. Or you can install the beta version in the app itself, yeah?
Yes, of course.
So you go to tools, preferences, general, and here you find the notification about this beta version.
And I think we will publish the new, not beta release, but the real release during this week.
So maybe by the end of the week. And I think this webinar is a great possibility for you to see all the new features, the first one. Okay.
Oh, this is a question.
We answered that question already. Is this possible to run this application via web?
No, it's not possible because if you run some kind of web applications for Instagram, you will use some service to run your requests to Instagram, which is not that safe actually. So if you run our application, you will be safe in this case because all requests will be pushed from your IP, not from IP in Brazil, for example, or somewhere. So it will be clear for Instagram that this is you, not like some bot or something like that.
Yeah, some automated tool maybe. Will it be possible to integrate an API in the new features for developers to extend features? That's a question for you 100%.
Well, if you are talking about Instagram API, we don't want to integrate this API because it's really limited for us and for our users. And if you want to get something like our API, well, we are not. Well, we actually have some thoughts about it, but about publishing our API to the web. So
to the world.
Yeah, to the world. So maybe
Yeah.
Maybe we will do it.
Okay. It's necessary to stop like actions when our limit is reached. I personally think it's not necessary to stop like actions.
No, it's
because
not necessary.
the app does it for you.
Yeah.
So when your hour limit is reached or when your daily limit is reached, the app does everything for you. You shouldn't worry about that. And well, Instagram will allow Combin to continue. Combin will start do it at once. The software is so long to update the actions.
So that's all about some Instagram limitations, because we want to act like a real user. So our applications don't want our users to be banned for be bots, actually. So we are trying to act like a real person. So we do it really safely. So that's why all actions are so slow sometimes.
Yes, and very often we got question or we got some opinions like, oh, my liking or my commenting continues for hours and something like that, or I get the hourly limits reached very often. Actually, I always tell the users about the fact that we don't know for sure what Instagram algorithm is. We only can do some assumptions based on our own experience. And the thing is that the speed of the actions depends, on your account, and such factors as date of registration, number of followers, your daily activity here matters. So if you, for example, just created an Instagram account for your business, for a cafe, for example, for I don't know, for a shop, of course, Instagram will not allow like 100 people, even 100 people, not 1,000, even 100, and follow and unfollow in mass. But if your account is pretty old, so to say, like 5 years old or 6 years old, and your activity and you really were active before starting using Combin, then you will be able to like 1,000 posts every day, maybe even more. So could you please share your experience in chatbot? So how are things with your daily activities? So how much liking, how much commenting Combin allows you to do in a day? Let us know this. I just posted links for new version 1.9. That is actually the same 2.0. It is the same. Yes, I just sent my email anna.semenova.combin.com. So you can ask me any questions about webinars or also suggest new ideas. Likes 1,100, comments 300, follow 900. I think it's a great rate.
Yeah, that's a lot of actions.
Yeah, guys, and if we started to speak about this algorithm, at the end of our Q&A session, I will do a little poll for you. So I have a little question. So please stay till the end. Okay, let's come back to Q&A mode. I love Combin. You guys are doing an amazing job. Thank you, guys. Actually, I see all your comments. Like, great, perfect. Thank you. Very cool. Oh, for me, it's a great inspiration, and I think that for the whole development team.
For us too.
Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for finding some time to join us. Thank you for your feedback, ideas, recommendations. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We see everything. So let's go. Are you French? I think this question is for you.
I'm not.
And I'm not. Who is French here?
Oh.
Oh no, we are not French, but why do you think so? Okay, my favorite Instagram software. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm happy to find you. Great start so far. Thank you.
Maybe you guys have some ideas for next releases. I'm talking about some features which you want to be implemented in our software. Tell us, guys.
Yes, maybe some new filters or maybe some ideas even on interface. My activity's intensity is at risky right now and I haven't noticed any problem yet. Me too, actually. My activity is always on risky, but I didn't face any problems. Will presentation be emailed after training? I just sent my email. If you want the PDF file, you can write to my email directly and I will send it to you. But this video will be available on YouTube of Combin YouTube channel. It's available now. You can see it at the top of the screen. Are there any plans to integrate stories functionality in the future?
So you will get some stories functionality in upcoming Combin's scheduler. So and what about Combin? We think about some stories. So no, I can't say it will be. Some of them will be implemented in the next releases, but now we're thinking about some kind of stories features in Combin.
And what exactly would you like to have from implementing Insta stories? What would you like to do with them? Okay, while you are answering, we have the next question. If you're ready, auto unfollow non-followers after some number of days that are not on your saved list.
Yes. Actually, this feature already in the development stage, so it will be called auto tasks. So I think some kind of this feature will be implemented in maybe 2.2, 2.3, something like that.
Yeah, so the option is in progress.
Yeah.
Coming back to Insta Stories, an easy first start would be to simulate views. So, do you think it's possible? It's something like bot.
Actually,
It is about Instagram Stories. So I asked what exactly users want to see in
easy
common
first
with.
start. So, what do you mean by easy first start?
Easy first start. It is like to start with.
Okay, got it. So yes, actually, I was the author of this feature requests in our list. So I want to implement something like the guide section in Combin, where you can see something like small video guides, which are presented like Instagram stories. So yes, we're thinking about it.
Okay. I think it would be nice to see analytics. So, you mean analytics from your business account on Insta? You want to see it in Combin? Yeah, am I right?
I think so.
Okay. Why does Combin itself doesn't have an Instagram, or they have one? Where can we find it? Unfortunately, we don't. We don't have Instagram. We had Instagram, but and we had an Instagram and Facebook account, Facebook group, but we got blocked. We don't know why, and we decided to stay open and transparent to you as much as possible using these live meetings, and we think it really works.
Actually, you can subscribe on Twitter for our Twitter Combin account, for example, or of course YouTube.
Yes, YouTube, Twitter, and Reddit. All these social networks you can find on our official website, combin.com. Coming back to stories analytics would be great. Yeah, I think when we got down to work with analytics, with stories, we will try to implement everything Instagram has
Yeah.
into Combin. Okay, any more ideas, guys? So, is it possible to get banned with using Combin 2? No, I think it's not possible. We got banned not because of we used Combin, but just because we are an automated app, because Combin automates the actions for you, and Instagram doesn't like it. Instagram wants you to spend money on advertisement. So he doesn't want you to get these followers for just nothing, for using the third party like Combin. Instagram wants you to pay money for advertisement. That's why he doesn't like us, and we got blocked. But what about your personal accounts? Don't worry about getting banned. Just don't abuse risky mode, and try to increase your daily actions more and more, and you will get nice results. Don't worry. It's because it's owned by Facebook and they agreed as well. Yeah, that's true. You're right. You can't also send links with Combin in it through Instagram or Facebook. Pretty annoying.
As I know, you can't send any kind of links on Instagram, not if you don't use bio.
I don't. No, I think the person tells us about Combin links. Yes, I know, because I got blocked for a few days for that. I in my bio I tried to add the information that I work on Combin team, and I also wanted you to see the information about upcoming webinars on website. So I put the website combin.com in my bio, and I got blocked because unfortunately we can't use even our official website, and I put there a link to YouTube. Oh, that's pity. Okay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So many kind words here. Yes, but I tried to promote my first promoter affiliate link, but Instagram, no, Facebook won't allow it. Instagram and Facebook, yeah, it's a separate story to speak about. So, yeah, you see the problems here. They're as greedy as hell. Okay, guys, while there are still many of you, you can write your questions into the chat box, if any. But now I would like to set a little poll. Wait a minute. Where is it? Okay, it's here. So I would like to ask you about topic for the next webinar. So what next webinar would you like us to host? Instagram algorithm in action, or Instagram for business, effective strategy that works? What would you like me to tell you about on my next webinar? So I'm waiting for your answers. Instagram for business, effective strategy that works, goes ahead. Can you elaborate on what algorithm means? Algorithm, it is the thing that actually nobody knows in reality what is it. We can only make assumptions. But algorithm, it is how, for example, Instagram determines what is the limit of liking for you. So why for me the limit is 10,000, for you 100. So what facts are here? Or why you see the top 10 viewers of your stories, why these people? Or why you see posts of some people and on the other day you don't see these things like that. Okay, Instagram for business, effective strategy that works, goes ahead. So remember, guys, that the next webinar will be on the 4th of April. It will be a Q&A session with a representative of development team. And then in the middle of April, I think, I will tell you about Instagram for Business, effective strategy that works. So, do you have any more questions, guys? No, thank you. No, thank you so much.
Guys.
Outstanding webinar. Oh, I'm shy. In love. Thank you very much. That was great. Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you for your kind words. Thank you for such an interacting. Thank you for your discussion. Great as always. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you, Max, that you found some time to join me today. Thank you for your answers. Thank you very much for the webinar. Combin is the best. Hope to see you guys soon. You're very dedicated. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Goodbye. Have a good day. Have a good night. Have a good evening. So see you live on the 4th of April. And thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.